Gielinor, the magical world of RuneScape. It's divided into chunks for easy use. Welcome to Chunkman Dead Die Kill, the series where I conquer the landmass of Gielinor by doing tasks and unlocking chunks. Last episode we completed 3 more tasks, which were completing the quests The Tribal Totem and X marks the spot, and the last task was completing another 5 combat tasks for a total of 20 now. Our map expanded with the Warriors Guild, Sophanum, and most importantly we finally got the Drainer Village chunk. Today we are going to start with one of the quests we can now do because we unlocked the Drainer Village chunk. The next quest is going to be the Rag and Bone Man that we could not complete because we didn't have the option to buy the jugs of vinegar. We already got 3 items, and while I was here I can also do the clue scroll. It's Wizard's Tower, so that's also a good one. Wizard's Tower is now unlockable without the necklace. But while we're here, we should kill a unicorn. Okay, that's the unicorn bone that we needed. Next up is a ram. For the ram skull, okay. And now before we go and do the rest, I'm going to go to the museum for a second. Because we have done the dig site quest, we can now earn kudos by cleaning some specimens over here. So let's take the tools. And the main thing we are after is the necklace. So that will be a ruby necklace, and we will be able to use it to easily teleport to the dig site if we make one and enchant one, and that's just a good teleport spot to get back to the Rag and Bone Man quest. So let's do that first. We found 3 of the items for the display cases, so we got 10 each. Kudos for this, so going up really smoothly. And that's another 2 for the cases, so another symbol and another coin, which brings us over 100 kudos. And if we talk to the clerk over here, she teaches us something because we reached a nice milestone of kudos. So 2500 crafting and 3500 mining experience, pretty nice. Oh, and there we go, the clean necklace. So now we have the option to make our own, so that's going to be pretty useful. And then back to the quest. Next up is to kill a goblin. And there we go, the goblin skull. While we're here, let's just go to Alcaret and make some of the necklaces before we go and get to Karamja. We also need to kill one of the bats here for a bone. There we go, that's the giant batwing. And now only the monkey remains. And there we go in one hit. So now we need to get to Drainer Village, and we still have the step here in the Wizard's Tower, so let's just do both of them. And perfect, the last step is outside of Drainer Manor, so that's going to be 1 casket while we complete the quest. Now for the reason we couldn't finish this quest, we need to talk to Fortunato here for some vinegar, and he's the only one who sells vinegar. So let's buy 8. Put all the vinegars in the pots, and then use all the remains on the pots. Now we also need some logs to burn, so let's just cut some trees really quickly. There we go, that should be enough. And now with the newly made dig site pendant, we can teleport to the dig site here. And now to boil all the bones, we just need to use some logs on this, then one of the pots, and then set it on fire, and then we will have a cleaned bone. Okay, this is the last one. This took a while because the process for the bones to be cleaned is quite slow. But with this last bone we have all the bones necessary to give to the odd old man. And that's the quest completed. We get 500 cooking experience and 500 prayer experience. So not the best reward, but we got the second Dragon Bone Man quest started immediately as well, but we need a lot of bones for that, and I don't think, like here for example the undead cow is already something we cannot do, but that's going to be interesting to get all of these done eventually. But either way, that was the quest completed, so another task completed and another chunk to pick. A bit of walking around for this quest, but Rag and Bone Man number 1 has been completed. That was our 42nd quest for 137 chunks in total. We unlocked Sophanum last time, so that was a pretty good unlock, but the adjacent chunks are pretty much dead chunks, and Menopause is still not unlockable, so that's not going to change much. So let's see, what does the chunk picker decide for us? Pick a chunk. And we get the Tower of Life. So that also means we have passage to the Port Gozard from Arduin and vice versa. And I think the Tower of Life is a quest we can do just in this chunk. So that's a pretty good unlock. I'm happy with that. But let's continue with the trainer things first. Next up is going to be the achievement diary. We already have a lot done for the easy diary of Lumbridge and Drainer. We just needed the Drainer chunk because we needed to finish a lap of the agility course, and we pretty much did everything just by playing the game. So 4 tasks to go. We need to make bread on the range here. So that's 1. And let's ask Hans our age. There we go. And that's 2. Let's kill a zombie in the sewers here. That's another one down. 1 more to go. And this part used to be inaccessible because of the trainer chunk, but now we can go through on top of the roofs. And that's the agility rooftop completed and all of the easy tasks done. Let's go back to Lumbridge and collect our reward. Let's talk to Haitius Cosaintus. We get the Explorer's Ring 1, which actually is really useful because we can recharge 50% of our run energy twice a day, and then we can do low alchemy without the experience and without the runes 30 times per day. So that's pretty nice. And we also get an antique lamp. I think we're still going to put it towards Hunter. That's 2500 experience, wow, okay. More than I expected, that's another level. Maybe let's look at the medium diary. We would need Fairy Tale Part 2 for the fairy rings. Animal magnetism is also still quite far away. And the hunter level. For all the rest we've gotten everything. The medium diary is not going to be for today, but either way we have finished the easy diary finally. I thought this was going to be the first diary we were going to complete. But anyway, let's get back to the spreadsheet and then pick another chunk. The third easy diary, the Lumbridge and Drainer easy diary, has been completed for 138 chunks in total now. And then back to the map. We unlocked the Tower of Life chunk last time, so we still have to do the quest. And we could get the clock tower, which would unlock a quest as well, and the monastery. But let's see which side the chunk picker wants us to go to. Pick a chunk. Okay. More of the Karazi jungle. We've completely unlocked it now, so if we ever need to do or want to do the legend quest, then we have everything unlocked that we need. But for now, the chunk itself isn't all that useful. The next quest in the line will be a porcine of interest, which we can now start because we have unlocked this notice board within the trainer village. Let's check it to see what's happening. We found a note on the notice board saying that Sarah in the South Valador farm is looking for someone to kill something. So let's investigate. Let's talk to Sarah and see what she meant with that note. Apparently when doing a run with her produce, she encountered a big creature and she lost her cards in the process. So let's go and check if we can find where the creature is. Here's the damaged card and we see a lot of the items from within it, so the cabbages and the carrots leading upward. And here we have a strange hole, so let's use the rope on it to see what's in there. There's a skeleton within the lair of the creature, so that doesn't bode well. And there's the creature knocking us down immediately. There's Spria, and she's coming to save us. She dragged us all the way into the building here in Drainer, where she lives. Let's talk to Spria and see what she knows. So she is apparently a Slayer Master who was responding to the same bounty we are doing, and the creature that knocked us down was a sour hog, and we got some reinforced goggles to protect us from its spitting attack. Now let's go back to the cave and get our revenge on the creature. It's only level 37, so this shouldn't take that long. 4 hits and it's already down. And now to have some proof that we killed the creature, we are going to use the knife on the sour hog for its foot and bring that back to Sarah. Let's talk to Sarah for our reward after killing the sour hog. We get 5,000 coins, which is a pretty nice reward. And now to go back to Spria to tell her that we killed the creature as well. And that's the quest complete after talking to Spria. We get 1 quest point, 1000 Slayer experience, 30 Slayer reward points, and of course the goggles we already gotten. Those Slayer points could come in handy because now we have enough points to skip our basilisk task. We are only 2 squares away from the cave here where we can kill the basilisks, so maybe if we don't have anything more to do, that's an option. But anyway, because we completed the quest, we can complete it on our spreadsheet and pick another chunk. A porcine of interest. Our 43rd quest has been completed for 139 chunks in total. And then back to the map. The last chunk we unlocked was the last part of the Karazi jungle, and we only need 3 more to unlock the Karamja island itself, so that's pretty nice. But either way, let's see what we get now. Pick a chunk. Ooh, another part of the wilderness. I don't think there's anything over here. And either way, the wilderness is not something I'm going for anytime soon. So, okay, let's just continue with another quest. The next quest we are going to start is Fairy Tale Part 1. So we unlock the possibility to start this quest by unlocking the Drainer Village chunk as well. And it's very important just for the second part of the quest, so Fairy Tale Part 2, to unlock the fairy rings. There's just one part that could be a little difficult if we get something. We need to make an item and we need some random items for that, and it could be we could get stuck there, but let's just start the quest first and we'll see how it goes. We talk to Martin, the master gardener here, and he mentions that he notices, along with a lot of the other gardeners, that the yield they have for all their crops is going down, and he wants to know what's happening. So first of all, we will have to talk to 5 different farmers to see what they think is the cause. First off, here next to the spirit tree patch, we can talk to Frizzy Scarnip. He thinks the problem is because there has not been enough rainfall. Let's talk to Elstan here in the South Faladar farm. He says it's insects that are eating the crops instead. Let's talk to Haskell here next to the tree patch in Faladar. She mentions that it's all the adventurers' fault because everybody just comes in, plants a tree, lets it grow and then immediately cuts it down. On to Tresnor here at the tree patch at the Pharaoh Castle. He mentions that it's the seasons that are kind of out of whack. And then on to Dreven next to the Champions Guild. He mentions it's all the fairies' fault. And he mentions that all of the other people who talked about their problems said that it can all be traced back to the fairies who maintain all the seasons, the crops, the weather. But either way, let's go back with that information to Martin. Martin tells us that the fairy theory might be the one, so he asks us to go to Xanaris and talk to an actual fairy. Let's talk to the fairy godfather here and see if he can help us with the problem. Apparently the fairy queen is sick after she fought with a monster, a tangleroot, and that's the cause of everything on the surface world. Let's talk to Fairy Nuff here, who is taking care of the fairy queen here. She gave us a list of the symptoms the fairy queen has, and she asked us to talk to a wizard just below Falador to see what he thinks is the problem. At the top of the dark wizard's tower we can find the guy Xander Horfire. Let's talk to him. Xander here mentions that the fairy queen probably lost the most part of her life force, which is pure magic, and killing the Tanglefoot that hurt her would fix the issue. In this grave, let's dig. and we should be able to get a skull. It's going to become apparent why we need this one just in a little bit. There we go. Just below Falador and next to the Port Sarim we find Malignius Mortifier, who has already fought a Tanglefoot. So let's ask him for help on how to do it ourselves. He asked us to do a task before he tells us the secret to killing the Tanglefoot, and that's why we needed the Drainer Skull, so we can give it to him immediately. The weapon we need to be able to kill the Tanglefoot are a pair of magic secutors, but to make the magic secutors we need a few items, and apparently we need potato cactus, a crushed gemstone, and some snapdragon, which is all within our map to get. So that's pretty great. We didn't get anything that is impossible. We still have 5 uncut jades in the bank. Let's hope we at least break one. Okay, first one, first try. Just what we needed. That's one item down. Here in the Calphite lair we can pick up some potato cactus. And then for the last item we need to go to Brimhaven. Here we are at the Brimhaven Agility Arena. If we trade Pirate Jackie the fruit here, we can buy a Snapdragon for 10 tickets. So hopefully with 51 agility this is going to go alright. Okay, trying to do this without food was a bad idea. Only got to 8 tickets and we're almost dead, so we're going to have to teleport out and come back. Okay, that's the 10 tickets obtained. Let's now trade Pirate Jackie the fruit here for 1 Snapdragon. And we still have 1 left, which I snagged on the way back. Let's just put it in experience for agility. Alright, now that we have all the items we need to go to the Mortmire grotto, the nature spirit grotto, to enchant our secutors. We're here with the nature spirit, time to enchant our secutors. There we go. That's the magic secutors obtained. And now only thing we need to do is to kill the Tanglefoot. There's the Tanglefoot we need to kill. Let's pot up and let's go. And there we go. That's down. Let's take the Queen secutors with us. And with giving the Queen secutors to the Fairy Godfather, that should be the end of the quest. And there we go. The quest is complete for 2 quest points, 3500 farming experience, 2000 attack experience, 1000 magic experience, and the magic secutors, which are really going to help a lot because it increases the yield we get from all patches. So, as we finish the quest, that's another task we can complete on the spreadsheet and then pick a new chunk. The 44th quest, Fairy Tale Part 1, Growing Pains, has been completed for a total of 140 chunks now. And then back to the map. Last time we unlocked a part of the wilderness here. Nothing much changed. So let's see what the chunk picker decides of what we are going to get. Pick a chunk. Okay, more water. Let's try that again. Pick a chunk. Okay, more water but on the other side. Third time's the charm. Pick a chunk. And we get the fight arena. The fight arena is just one quest here. We can start here and do the quest all in this area. So that's a pretty good unlock. And we're getting really close to the Tree Gnome village, which is going to be useful. And also Yanel. So all in all, a good chunk. That will be all for this episode. Unlocking the main drainer chunk has given us much to do and we got most of it done today. The chunks we've gotten also put us a bit more on the Kandran continent, so it's pretty nice to get some useful things to do over there. Next week we will continue unlocking more of the map, so as usual I hope to see you all there.